Herp derp 31 months.
Hello, what is up, ya damn jerks? Life is yours. Good to see ya, Mr. Danky. Best intro. Why, thank you. Bye, Fox. A buck to you too. Raymond, how are you going? God Streams, thank you so very much for 31 frickin' months in a row. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. Thank you so much for your continued support. You are amazing. You're absolutely amazing. Thank you. Hey, Stein. Bye. Hi. Hello. Hello, Pichu 8808. How is it going? Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out, Bram. How are you doing, dude? Slothinator 5000 in here too. Super Spasmic with the ape. Who did I miss? Did I miss any of you damn jerks? D Hofford in here as well. Good to see you, dude. Thanks for coming through. High detailed? Sad? Why are you sad, Mr. Dinky? Praetorian coming in with 15 frickin' months. Oh my goodness.
Greetings to all the jerks.
Greetings to you, Praetorian. I'm so glad. If you guys don't know, Twitch has finally added it so that you don't get, like, if you break your sub streak, you still get your consecutive months. You'll notice the alerts might say like 15 months, but then some amount of months total, so you don't lose your streaks like you used to, which is great. You said that I called jokes. Bram coming in with 28 months.
This button already? 28 freaking months already.
Time flies. 2 years, Bram. 2 years of not making Convention Tycoon. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, if you are subbed, you might see a resub button. They said that because of the changes they made to the whole sub streak, that if you haven't already resubbed this month, you're gonna get that button a second time or something like that. So I made this bank teller. I made a bunch of stuff in Countryside this weekend because I've always wanted to have more stuff in it than is currently in the map. So anyways, because they now support euro over dollar. Nice! D Hoffern coming in with 10 months. Waka waka to you too. Oh, my phone. And Alien Ton X coming in with 21 frickin' months.
Cute boy streamers.
We support cute boy streamers. Why, thank you, Alien. Why, thank you. Oh my goodness, what is this?
Happy birthday.
Raymond 97. Thank you for the 761. I appreciate it, dude. Error 404. Sub not found. Oh my goodness.
Error 404. Sub message not found.
Slothman, thank you for 25 freaking months. It is really cool to see all of the crazy long streaks of support that people have. Thank you so very much for your support, guys. All these damn jerks. So many subs. So little time. Can you guys hear that beeping? Gotta close my window. They have been doing construction outside my window 1 year, 2 months. It has been awful. It has been freaking awful. So yeah, I made some stuff for Westside. I made this bank teller booth. I made this Western safe with combination lock. And I made this place where you hang dudes. And I made this thing also that is not, the texture's not on here for some reason, but it's a furnace. Put a material on it. New subs, do you think it's cool? I have a lot of people to renew my sub too. That's just going to get a little expensive. Oh no! Yeah, I think it's really cool. I'm glad they finally removed like having to actually maintain a streak, because just missing 1 month and losing 6 years of support is insane. Life is yours coming in with 24 months.
Hate the work you're doing. Keep it up.
Thanks, Life. Thanks. Thank you so much for 2 frickin' years. That's crazy. Where's my textures folder? Listening to SimCity music really makes me miss the Convention Tycoon idea. There we go. I don't know why it's so dark. A little weird. If we go over to West Side. Miss it that much? Why don't you marry it? I can't count, no worries, I'll count for you. Making shotgun hammer stuff and making custom Twitch panels like donate and Discord. Finally got a schedule and got a good follower hit of 10 followers in one stream. Nice, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, having some nice panels in your channel definitely help. So I put this little shed here. I actually wanted this to be a barn, but I haven't made the barn yet for Westside. I'm going to worry about that probably later. It's going to delay the update too long. So this is like a fake barn for now. And then I added the hangy place. So the damn it. Damn it. There we go. The team 1 or team 2 or whatever will actually spawn on top of this platform now in the hangy place. They used to spawn on the floor here. So you can, you know, put your head in there and get hung. And then I added so we've always had the sheriff's place, we've always had the saloon. And so finally this no-name building that was always just an empty building is now called the bank. Why is it called the bank, you say? Because you can go inside and get your money from the bank teller. Got this little door flappity flap. It's got the tiny health pack that's always been there. And it's got the safe that I made that I showed you in Maya. And then, you know, you can make your bank transactions now. So that's going to change, and I think I just put the furnace in like one of these buildings or something. I think it's on the other side. I put the furnace in here. But this room is still empty. I hope that in the next few weeks I'll be able to actually fill this room. I want to make it so that the maps aren't just like these empty rooms like they've always been. So they feel a little bit fleshed out. I'm just going to slowly build on those while I'm working on other stuff. It's a nice change of pace because when I get sick and tired of working on the trailer or working on bugs, I can make a couple of props to make myself feel good about myself. Any glowing with the orange? Do you mean the furnace, Loth? I didn't consider putting an emission on this. That's a really interesting idea. And if I'm sure people can use their money to buy ammo. Ammo on a go? Fortnite already did that, unfortunately. So they get to keep that. I think it was a really cool idea, though. What's up, E-Smash? How's it going? My glasses are normal? I didn't even realize I'm wearing the wrong glasses. Hold on. I can't find my red glasses. That's probably why. I'm going to make an emission mask here. And the rest of it going to be black. Let's see what this looks like. Working on trailer, yeah, it's still very, very early, but I'm in the pre-production phases where I'm storyboarding out some scenes and working on lots of tools. We're gonna work on a few trailer tools today. There's a lot of stuff in the new trailer that I want to be able to do better than the previous ones. I've been watching tons of trailer videos and tutorials and talks and stuff and trying to build in the tools so we can take some really cool shots this time. Back from hospital since Friday. How are you feeling, E-Smash? Did it go well? Need to find them. I said the same thing last stream. Oh man, let's go find them. Where would I keep? Oh, I know where they are. I'm pretty sure they're in the kitchen next to my my flour. Western furnace emission. And let's do an emission, and we'll put a mask. So now those things are glowing. Put some difference clouds in there and see if that makes it any cooler. well, but I wasn't able to move the first few days. Still a bit limited. Damn, I'm glad it went well though. Glad to see you're back to your normal life, hopefully. Trying to add some little bit of a color differentiation so it's not just pure white. Maybe I'll just leave it alone. Just kind of cleaning up these edges because the selection was really poorly anti-alias. Duplicate text layer, now you can't exit? What? In Photoshop, do you mean? You got a VPN, I think you have 22 keeps watching me. A VPN to protect my soul? I believe in really open development, so I like to keep my computer completely vulnerable. In fact, if you want access to it, my password is passwords backwards. Why isn't this working? Oops. I'm just gonna leave that. Ish fine, ish fine. I mean, there should be some light reflecting onto this and this too, though. That's that panel, so we can be like, take some white, really soft brush, a really low opacity, and draw like that. And I think this is, I actually don't know where the front is. I want to say it's here. I just took a joke to a joke. Now they're gonna get me. I hope they get me. Because truth is, my computer is actually just full of cute photos of me. Damn it! So that's almost there, but then this is, wait, no, on the wrong side. So it's like over here. Turn it down, a little bit too bright. Oh my god, my Photoshop's being so laggy. What's my email? My email is quasibutt@gmail.com with 3 T's. It's not working. This seems to happen every single time I stream. My Photoshop is not getting enough CPU for some reason. It's taking all my CPU. This Streamlabs and a mix between Streamlabs and Chrome. Alright, that works a lot better. Now it looks like his furnace is cooking, even though no one lives in here. Save that. Cool, I'm gonna go grab my red glasses. I'll be back in just a second. I look normal now? Is your Bitcoin virus nothing to worry about? Okay. As long as I'm helping you make money, I'm happy to. Try resizing things so your PC doesn't have to handle it all? What do you mean? What can I resize? Okay. Next, we're going to test a couple of things that I needed to do for the trailer. One is that I'm pretty sure my shovel placement is wrong somehow. We're looking at it recently and it's not in the hands properly. And then I'm trying to make a tool. So in the trailer, I want a shot from the pig and the chicken's point of view. Not point of view, but like the camera is parented to the animal. I'm trying to figure out how I can set that up. Yeah, happy Lunar New Year to you too, Life is yours. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the Lunar New Year update done in time for Shotgun Farmer, so it's going to have to go with that one. Alright, hopefully we'll come out halfway between the sale or something, as I always do. Always just a little bit late. It is canceled? What's canceled? Was the pixel offset fixed? Do you mean when it's like looking down the sites? It should be. Is it going to be canceled? Oh no, of course not. It's just delayed as always. These are all little things that like actually really matter now with the trailer recordings. I don't want these things to be screwed up. Then they show in the trailer forever. So I'm trying to get them all to be just right. This doesn't work anymore. Weird. I thought I made that command. Ever seen the purple cow? Do you know what it does? Yeah, I want to make a pigskin, Mr. Danky, but it's gonna be really hard. Chat doesn't work for you, Vibe? What do you mean? What happens? That's something pretty cool. You made it pop up, nothing happens? You can just press enter, it doesn't show up? That's really weird. Today. Alright, thanks, bye. Yeah, let me know what goes on. Use the pigs that you can ride, but add a camera to it? What do you mean? Oh yeah, that's a good point, Live. Try hitting F9, Bob. You might have trailer mode on. Oh, you pretty Santas. Oh yeah, I added colored costumes finally, so your teammates will not be in red Santa costumes, they'll be in blue Santa costumes now. Unfortunately, it's not as easy as just adding a camera to the pig. Because the player does a lot of movements, right? It swings a shovel, it uses a gun. The pig would have to know how to do that. I don't know if I showed you guys the animations I did for the watermelon. But the watermelon actually turns now. And it drops those little watermelon pieces. Oh no, look, it drops a seed on every shot. That is not supposed to be like that. It's like a heart. It's something. Ship it! A lot of damage? I have unlimited ammo right now, that's why. But yeah, the original watermelon didn't actually have a spinning watermelon in it, so it was actually a suggestion from chat, which I think was a really good idea. Let's see, LMG. Only drop a seed every 10. What the hell? Oh, is it only when I'm in God mode that it does that? That's an interesting bug. You did that on purpose? When I'm in God mode, I can drop a seed every... whatever. In regular mode, it only should drop a seed every 10. It's more like the piece still back in the day. Oh yeah, like let's see if I can make a hole death or a hell hole. My Uni's probably just gonna crash. Yay! Still works. Bye, cruel world. I'll miss you. Why am I not respawning? at minus 2,000. There's something that resets you if you fall through the map. Found it again? I don't remember. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I adjusted the growth rate and stuff of the pistol, because now it only grows a plant every 4 shots. And then they die. What? No, this is also not working. Damn it. Enemies won't light on fire with the chili thrower? I'll look into that too. There you go. Off-screen reset is at minus 80. We're not dead, and if your position is less than off-screen reset, and it kills you. Oh, I was in God mode. That's why I wasn't resetting. Of course. Just make sure it works when you're not in God mode. Usually with files on my computer before resetting the factory settings. Does someone know how I can just get a list of everything on the PC? I don't. I found a hilarious bug this morning. If you never assigned a single taunt to one of your slots, then it would actually crash the game. Even though I always had a taunt assigned, and so I didn't realize that would happen. So luckily I made a build, and in the build there were no taunts because I never made taunts in that build before, and then it crashed. So good thing I caught that before we put taunts live. Alright, so turn off God modes, make sure I can take damage, I can. Let's try to jump in. No, any more? I wonder what's the required count of stuff for God mode. Or if we're falling through. This apparently isn't it. Let me in! Maybe that's be a bigger area. FPS right now. There we go. And if I fall too far, then I die. Cool. That's working. What the hell was I doing before this? How do we even get here? Oh, the shovel hand placement. Where should we start next? Okay, I was gonna work on the animal spectator. Those two links to the two images, maybe you can give some feedback for next time. Yeah, Mr. Thank you, of course. So... oh crap, I accidentally recompiled the game. I like the space theme. I think the text is really, really hard to read because it's black on black. So I would make the donations and the Discord text and the Discord logo white. Otherwise, I think it's really hard to see it on the black space background. Otherwise, very cool. What's the name of the map that everyone says Riverside looks like in TF2? A disco farmer. I love that idea. Two Fort, I think it's called, right? Yeah, okay. I wanted to make a building in Riverside. I wanted to make sure it didn't look just like the fort in 2 Fort. And I guess it doesn't. I mean, it kind of does. So I want to make this like a building kind of shaped like this. Not as tall. But TF2 gets a lot of its design principles from buildings like this. I just wanted to make sure the building in 2 Fort didn't look exactly like that. I don't think it technically.
Capture that chicken.
Well, I know a lot of forts in TF2 does look like. They even have silos. I did like how they have broken things in the bridge. I always wanted to add that to Riverside, but never got around to it. Actually making gaps in the bridge ceiling. Then you can drop. I don't know if you can drop through in TF2, but I would want to make it so you can drop through in Shotgun Farm. Yeah, so we might work on this mill building today. So let's see. I made it so I made some button. I can try to spectate animals. So jump to game mode target. Putting some notes down. So that's currently 0. Let's say spectator tools. 0 is game mode target. I remember working on this on stream once, but it's been so long that I don't remember how it works. Increase my mouse sensitivity. So this is annoying because it's actually zoomed in, and I don't have a way of offsetting it. I can easily follow the player who has it, but I can't actually properly follow the chicken itself. And it's pretty shaky. Wonder why that is. Updating later. Is it better if I just follow the player regularly? But just, it's still shaky sometimes. Yeah. It's very hard to capture footage. The spectator footage is so shaky like this. Why would it be like that? I'm updating at like a different rate than they are. Or it's because maybe my frame rate is actually dipping below 30. The bottom of the chicken is here, so that's what the spectator is following. I want to give it a locator. We do need to get back, once we figure this out, I want to figure out that cheese hat. I think I'm going to remake it from scratch because the last cheese hat really wasn't working. And I really want to make a gas mask hat. There's only 5 more cosmetics for levels 1 to 100. I want to do those 2 more hats, the gas mask and the cheese hat. I don't want to I say gas mask. And the last 3 are either going to be costumes or badges. Interestingly enough, you don't unlock any costumes in the game right now. Which I guess is fine. All the costumes are unlocked with special ways. But with the winter event ending, there's only going to be 1 more costume left because the snowman and the Santa's costume are going to go away. There should probably be other costumes. Painting costumes is so annoying. You know, it really doesn't take that much work, it's hard. Somewhere like there. Santa costume is going away. Well, it's unattainable when there's no winter update. So the Santa costume and the snowman costume are unlocked during the winter event. So when the winter event ends, you can't unlock them until the following winter. Which means the only costume you can unlock now is the Discord costume. Like there should be other ones. I said Discord costume, I meant the gnome costume. There we go, so now I'm following the chicken. We'll just try to get it to be scared. Get him! Oh, damn it. I don't really know why. I don't know why that happened. I want to also make it so you can go. I wish I could have an easy way to just be in, like, just be parented to the chicken. Then offset myself from that. Never figure out building something like that. I really just want like a camera right here. I could create like some sort of like a trailer controller that lets me maybe attach the player's camera to these locations. It has a reference to them. That tiny party? Yeah, it is, yeah. She wears it during the anniversary, which is in June. We have a component called trailer camera locator. You love it? I'm glad. And a game controller, I'm going to make the trailer camera controller. Wait for it to recompile. Things take so long to recompile in this game that I just start working on other stuff. Let's start laying out the foundation for this building while it's recompiling. Looking at it, it's just going to be really wall. And then I guess these will be beams. We need to import one of the Riverside. It's just a regular shed. We want to import it for the textures. And then door. This would be interior. You won't actually be able to go upstairs in it. It'll just be for show. Or maybe. And I want on the side here, it's going to say Riverside Mill. I should work on that. I don't want to work on this right now. It's no fun waiting for stuff to recompile, especially while streaming, because OBS takes so much of my CPU power that it makes it really difficult. Like, it makes the compile time take even longer. Like, it's at 38 seconds right now. Usually at like 25 to 28 seconds when I'm not streaming. Let's do some more fun stuff. Fun stuff number 1. Put holes in this too. So I'm trying to replace these because I hate these. They're just the west side sheds with brown thingies, and I've always hated that there was never actually a building here for the mill. And it's something like, I don't want the trailer to have these buildings in them. I want them to actually have good-looking buildings in them. So since it'll only take a few hours, let's try to do it. So this is built from small barn. It's funny because it's not a barn at all. So here's small barn. It's just the frame, apparently. And then this. We're making these buildings, these early Shotgun Farmers buildings, are some of the first buildings I ever made, so I had no idea what I was doing. It says roof is in small barn. But it doesn't show up. Roger. What? Wait, oh, that's something else. Interesting. It's just the frame deconstructed. There's a small barn. So all the stuff that's completed over. And we'll focus on small barn. So we're going to use small barn to start because it gives us a lot of the dimensions and stuff we need, and a lot of the structures we need already UV'd. So like here, frame, already UV'd there. This is the beams inside. Yeah, okay. So we can take this, we're gonna move this up. I'm not entirely sure how tall it's gonna be, but we're just gonna kind of go back and forth in engine and we'll figure it out. I'm gonna break this up. What's up, King Boss? How's it going? Grab our 4 corners. Two stories seem like, well, I don't want to make it as tall. This is like kind of cartoony tall. I want to make it a little bit less than that. Like mills are usually not that tall. More like a factory in the picture. Surprised the textures didn't come with it. That's really annoying. Actually, the only reason I imported it. Just the paths are wrong. Question is, can we So I won't worry about UVs right now. I'm actually going to want this wood to go sideways anyway. Let's do that now so I don't forget. Yikes. Why would it look like this? I just don't know if this building actually doesn't have any cross beams. Just how a lot of the stuff in the countryside look. Are you going to read this to the period? Read what? Was that a trick? You just tricked me into reading? A horrible thing to do to a person. So I want these doors to be 4 wide. Maybe 3 wide? Regular door is 2 wide. We're gonna weld these together. I don't know why it's like that. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. Need to look at the oceanside walls. So Oceanside is the first level where I started trying to make stuff a little bit more modular so people can build their own stuff with it. I don't remember how I did it. They would shape pieces like this. This was what? Each one. So beach wall is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 by 6. My question is, can I actually just build this using a beach wall and then I'll have to build some slanted pieces? I turn on pro grid, so we're building on the grid. We have beach wall window, and beach wall doorway. And we have modular roof pieces as well. And beach resort doorway, which is one's a wider door and one's a smaller door. So I think we could actually use these pieces to build the mill. And that could be these could be the building blocks for like more modular stuff in the game. So let's start by saving them as their own prefabs. Wall, doorway. Or not river, this is more of a mill. Why can you not crash shotgun farmers anymore? Because I'm such a good game developer that it's got no bugs. So we are on the grid now. Let's see if we can actually build this structure using modular pieces. Let's do 3 across, so that's about the same as the old size. We'll do 2 for the height. No bugs, you said? Maybe 3. Poor the hell isn't a bug, it's a feature. I have to look into the tiling of this. It doesn't actually tile horizontally. It does though. So it's 1,004. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's not even covering the whole UV space. Probably why. Oh my goodness, it's not even. No wonder, I never even textured these. Silly me. Just want to make sure I'm right before we move on. Modular shed, but why? Why indeed? Why would we want more modular wall pieces? What do your followers called Bok Bok, or do we just get a boring jerk as our name? You can be whatever you want. You could be a jerk, you could be a Bok Bok, you could be a Bok jerk, you could be a jerk Bok. Mother Bocker, I love it. See this reload. Alright. Now that's technically more correct. The UV space is covering the whole thing. It is, of course, way too dense for what we would want. That's because it's using the floor texture from the western wood. The western floor. But now it's actually, the seams are correct. We can then make our own texture for this later. Alright, let's go back to building the walls. Make new weapons? Like what? Not big enough, make it huger! This is one place where my modular walls don't work, is that I actually need to make end pieces, I guess, that have these things that go up. So that actually close. I don't know how level editors usually do that. What is the heartbeat? It's in the song. Honey spindle? Ooh. Beekeeper hat looks so cool. I really want to put some bees buzzing around it. I'm not entirely sure how I would do it without having any performance impact. Then we're going to put this thing on the side of it. Actually, I might put that here. So this, I actually don't want this to be a house. Once this is mill, I actually want this to be another building like this or like this. Potato chain gun. There is a potato gun in the works. It's not a chain gun though, but it's something almost as cool. Trying to figure out the ceilings. This is a floor piece. And needs to be able to connect. We need to connect like that. It's snapping weird. I'm snapping a component not to work. Yeah, and the other one would just be that. These out. There isn't officially a potato gun yet. So spoiler alert. This is a slanted roof mid piece. This is a slanted roof end. Put these into a new group. All these modular walls. Corn shotgun that shoots corn bits and you can fight on a farm? That sounds dumb. I feel like any game that would do that is basically just digging themselves a grave. Wait, what? I thought I made these into new prefabs. What? Oh, I didn't do the wall into a new prefab. Damn. Damn. Wish there was an easy way to replace a prefab with another prefab. I don't think there is in 5.6. I don't know if that's something that 2019 added. How do I change my... These are 6x6, so I only want to move in 6s. And not an option. Well, it didn't work at all. Where's all the money going to? I know it's not to fix bugs. Damn! All the money goes to fill my pool full of dollar bills. Every cent that Shotgun Farmer sells, I convert them into Monopoly money. I actually buy real Monopoly money with the money from Shotgun Farmers, and I use it to fill my bathtub full of Monopoly money, so I can feel like a millionaire. Tennessee songs it is. What's up, Kip Says? Strawberry landmine. That sounds cool. I actually don't know if I'm supposed to do like left and right pieces. Is that better? Or do I just flip them on X? Seems like it's way more upkeep then. That's pretty damn big. That's why I don't make the sides hollow. That you don't line them up, but then you get like shit like this. Also, I guess it does stick out there. In a new SimCity? What about a game like SimCity, but it's about managing your own video game convention? What do you think about that game idea, Kip says? Just make convention tycoon! I'm trying, I need more money. Convention tycoon's gonna cost thousands of dollars. We need the same setup for the spawn houses. You mean actually, if you actually mean rebuilding these homes, then no, I don't plan on remaking them anytime soon. It's gonna be a lot of work. When I go in a game, I sometimes don't win. Oh, it's really easy. If you just, in the chat, you just type in exclamation, exclamation, tilde, slash, slash, up, down, auto win, and you'll win every single match. Would it be VR? No, it would be regular R. One of them didn't come with me. What's going on here? Are my pieces not... What? 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 Why is this happening? Not the same on both sides. The opponent also uses it, then it becomes a sudden death snipers or sudden death shovels only match. Look, something's wrong. Why are these? Oh crap, the transforms aren't frozen. I am but a fool. Looks nice, thanks. I have no clue why this wall is sticking out. I think it's because the way I built the wall is wrong. This actually might be too high. I might want to bring it down. Then players are going to be able to get up there. I guess it's as tall as the silo. Pretty much adding a silo to Riverside, which works. This is the silo from Countryside, and it's just a little bit shorter than that. Parkours will be impacted, this is true. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Akimbo, thank you for the follow. The anniversary is June 1st of every year. So the month of June is when the anniversary event happens. If you check around with other players and they don't go join right away, you're able to move wherever you want, and when they join, you just freeze. Oh, that's not good. If you hit F6 in game by, it'll report that. We have it in our bug report area. It can hopefully be fixed. If you have the ability to do that, that would be awesome. What gets left behind? This piece. So maybe it's too this wide this way. Let's chop off a thing. Oh my god, it's Akimbo coming in with a new sub! Thank you so very much for hitting that sub button. Welcome to the Jerk Squad. Make sure you use those fresh emotes you just got. Really appreciate the support. Every sub goes a long way in keeping me alive and keeping me, making sure there's food in my belly. I don't die trying to make this game. Oh, the mother buggers. Oh my god. I'm assuming it's because the pivot of my wall is on the corner. I feel like it has to be on the corner. That makes them all offset on the front. Be in the center, and everything will shift over by the center point. Like that. There's roof wall, I guess. Still want it to be at the edge. In the middle. Never made modular pieces before, so I don't actually know how it works. Began a few days ago, it's absolutely blowing sessions out of the water. Awesome! Can't wait to see what's next for the game. Thanks, Akimbo. I'm so glad you liked it. That means a lot. Thanks for telling me that. We've got a new gun that's done. We've got a new grenade almost done. We've got a new map in development. Some changes to some of the old maps to make them 17 times better, hopefully. Hopefully. I gotta change the pivot for these roofs. What? Okay, that's all that matters. And then where the hell would this go? I guess I'll have to rebuild this, so I'm using the same wall. You think these are all things I would have made like 2 years ago when I started making the levels, but I didn't even know. You don't know what you don't know. And maybe Maybe this isn't even the perfect right way to make it. Gotta keep on learning. And if we can learn it right, then maybe the next game will be better. Security risk! Oh my goodness!
3 years isn't that long, is it?
Thank you so very much for 3 years of support. How are you doing, dude? 36 months, that's insane. Oh god, what happened? Where? What? What? How did that happen? That's insane. Every time you guys are subscribed for like 2 years, 3 years, it also reminds me of how long we've been doing this. Kind of nuts. Kind of nuts. Making video games live for 3 years? You guys are right. I should probably quit while I'm on top. That's it. Throw it in the towel. Who wants to finish Shotgun Farmers for me? I'm done. I'm done. We get rid of the shed, we're going to keep all the stuff inside of it. Look, now there's no more magical door on this side. April 20th, 2016, 3 years ago? Damn. That is pretty crazy. So 2 months after the fallout. Ooh, what do you think was it convinced you? The Convention Tycoon? Was it Hammer Finn that convinced you? That looks like a church, doesn't it? Oh my, why isn't this pivot the same as that pivot? What? Oh my gosh, I thought I fixed this. What's happening? February 12th, 2017, wow. Try this again. What's up, Fuller? How's it going? Black bubbles over the chat. They're missing? What? Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna edit my stream. Look, the URL isn't loading. I can only blame you. Followed a raid from Drunk Devs. I wonder how Gavin's doing. I've been meaning to shoot him a message. Loading on your side? For some reason, not loading on mine. Calls you backwards. Is Isaac? That's my secret name. My superhero identity. You figured it out. Now I'm gonna have to take you to the cleaners. Now, why wouldn't the texture match? Look, the seam doesn't match here, but it matches here. That's rotated 180. I mean, my inside seams aren't matching? They are. Everything's matching with this one piece. That's super weird. These are at the same height. Have the same UVs. Oh, it's flipped. Here's your joke was good. Didn't work. Oh, good. Otherwise, the rest of the. Oh, we need a tiny triangle of it. Progressing you actively develop this game. Thanks, Willer. We're so close, guys. We have, hold on, days until March 1st. We got 25 days until Circle Harvest comes out early access. Don't feel so good. this is the wrong prefix. So the key was actually doing it the other way. Scope! Bok merchandise. Have you guys seen the 3D Bok that my friend made for me? Look at this. I'm the only one. I have the only one in the entire world. A 3D Bok. Instagram? Oh, awesome. Thanks for following me there. Read your messages? Uh-oh. The image entered as a 404 will crash JavaScript, so it's my image then? Oh, it's an Imager link that I used. Maybe that's expired. Nope, my link works just fine. Have you been putting much thought into your next project? Yeah, I mean, so there's Convention Tycoon, which is a game I was working on before Shotgun Farmers. It's always been on hold. And there's another game idea I have that I think is really cool. That I'm not gonna announce yet, but I've been exploring it. I made a prototype once during a game jam. I thought it was a lot of fun. I'm really just not sure which one I want to do between those two. I also have an idea to make a really, really dumb clicker game in like a week and try to make that. So one thing I want to do after Shotgun Farmers is once it comes out early access, we're still going to be doing updates and fixing bugs and stuff. So in between all of that, I want to try to make something really tiny, like just in a week for fun and just put it up for free or something somewhere, just to do something that's not commercial for once. I have an idea for like a really dumb clicker game. But for my next big project, I'm really torn between Convention Tycoon and this other game idea I have. Both I think are really good, and I think both could do pretty well on Steam. Imager has a cross-origin policy, so you aren't able to use them as a host. How come I could use them this whole time? Secret game ideas. And these we're gonna make bigger, smaller. Another game idea. I give up on you. What? It's very similar. Well, it's not similar, but it's in the same genre as Convention Tycoon, so it's still like a simulation game. Good game ideas. There are bad game ideas. What's up, Chimera? How's it going? You've waited years for Convention Tycoon development? I'm just worried I don't have the budget to make it. So we're gonna need a doorway here and a side structure. I think I might actually want to put the side structure on this side. Or on this side. On this wall. Yeah, it's pretty weird, life. Not sure what's going on. that works for me. I don't know if that's the same URL I'm using, but I'll try to change it. Oh, works now. Your URL works for some reason. Oh man, they're so big! What's the scale property again? Yeah, I do still very much believe in Convention Tycoon as a game idea that I want to make that's going to do really well. But I might have to keep waiting until I can get either funding for it or maybe a publisher to help make it. The amount of assets in the game is just going to cost me like thousands of dollars that I don't have. Scale equals some number? Oh, I see it now. So why is it so fast? What changes gravity? Is it amplitude? Alright, there's a background now. The only reason it's a secret game idea is because I don't want someone else to make it. Remember the last time I talked about Convention Tycoon on stream and someone made a Kickstarter for a game called Convention Simulator? I'm not going to talk about it until I'm ready to start making it. Ah, chroma key. How did I do it? Secret Circus to know? Oh yeah, of course. I mean, you guys will be the first to know what it is I plan to make. First, we'll put all our attention into this damn game. What is wrong with this thing? Oh, please don't crash. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. No! The only Monday and Wednesday that I stream, it is RBS. How are you doing? Doing good, doing good. Just wrestling with this damn game engine. Why can't I, this damn rock? And quality of life extensions you recommend for Unity Dev? Yes, I use two quite heavily, and that's Q Hierarchy, which gives me all these hierarchy tools here, and Transform Pro, which gives me all these transform abilities here. Pro Builder, which is great for mocking up levels, and Pro Grids, which is over here on the left, which is great for creating levels along a grid. Man, the music in SimCity is so, or the music in City Skylines, so similar to music in SimCity. They didn't even bother to make it different, which is totally fine. Really interesting. Like, it sounds almost identical. What about TAs then? Creeping into my tea house later? I also really liked Janice's idea of putting little boxes underneath the global spawn plants. The thing about rocks is you rotate them enough, it's not super obvious that they're the same. What is this in addition to the map? This is the Riverside Mill. The building I've always wanted to make because the thing that has the water wheel on it is always just a regular building. I always wanted to make it a specialized building. My goal has always been that every map has at least one specialized structure that doesn't exist on other maps. While Riverside has the river, the buildings were actually all just borrowed from Countryside. Now that we're getting close to releasing the game, I want to make sure I actually finish that up so it makes this map look a little bit more unique. Particularly for the trailer as well. Technically it's a little scope creepy, but my goal this week has actually been, this past weekend and now parts of this week, other than working on the trailer, has been to do things that will help make me satisfied with where the game is. I want to make sure that I'm relatively happy with when we release in March. And while I'm not going to let that change the release date, I'm not going to go back on the release date to add more stuff, but I want to make sure I add some of the stuff that is important to me for the game to be complete. But I feel like I actually gave players what I intended to. But it is technically scope creep. Don't tell my mom. It's also technically polished, which is the phase we're supposed to be in. Very rocky on that side of the mill. I also made these ramps, so I tried to make these rocks here more rampy. So it's easier to run up from the river into the sides of the mill. The hell? What the hell? Yeah, see, because I can't actually add... This is where I imagine the whole thing with the new prefab workflow is really important. And actually add variations here. The river never killed you, but it does rise now in this version. Yeah, you could be referring to when you can drown in it, which is something that I actually took out and then recently put back in. That's one very big monotonous Minecraft wood. Let me see if I can show you guys. So I brought swimming back into the game. Make the match last 60 seconds, or do 10 seconds. So halfway through every match on Riverside now, the water will go up, and I'm curious to see if people actually like this or not, which is why it's going to go into this update and not into the final update, so we can playtest it. Which does then brings in brings in swimming and fighting underwater and all that stuff, which is probably way broken. Doesn't work. So at 5 seconds, the water will start going up. And if you go underwater, you get some bubbles. Now it looks like swimming isn't working actually. And you're supposed to be able to swim, like go up in the water. When is the playtest update coming out? Hopefully this week. I can get all these things done. Aiming for Wednesday or Thursday. Royale Farmer game mode. Should note down that swimming isn't working. We need to make a doorway now. The sign will go here. There needs to be another ladder too. Get up there. Make sure it's easy to get to both sides of the roof. You jump out of a crop duster? Yeah, that would be amazing. And one of the problems with actually making a Chocolate Farmers Battle Royale spin-off is if that game exists, then why would people buy this game? That would basically be killing all the sales for one game to do the other, because it essentially is kind of like a sequel. So we can't really, doesn't even make sense to do it until this game has kind of seen its entire lifespan. Otherwise, we're tanking our own sales. Subnautica just did they really? I thought they made a DLC, not a sequel. Am I wrong? I only saw the trailer, I actually didn't know what it was. Original one is $20 and the new one is $20. Oh, but so it's a separate application? It's not DLC? Release the game hollowed? Out of early access? Nope, March 1st. Different things. Wow, okay. Well, I mean, Subnautica 1 sold extraordinarily well, so maybe they were just trying to bank in on that, I guess. Pretty sure they made several $1,000,000 on the first one. Made a fishing rod as a weapon yet? I haven't. Mainly because I don't know how to make it like wobbly. The fishing rod aren't usually really stiff. They'll be like, they would wobble. I don't actually know how to do that. And then actually putting a string on the end either. I don't have the tech for either of those things. So if I did do a fishing pole, it would just be like this straight pole with like no string or hook on it, which I think would look a little bit weird. This is a doorway. We'll remake. We have these new pivots now. Oh, when it takes days off when I finish components to the game? What do you mean? Finishing component to the game means time to work on the next component. Fisherman hat with like a hooker on that? Ooh, that's a good idea. Like those, is it like a yellow hat? Fisherman hat. I'm thinking, oh, it's kind of like these hats, right? I was thinking of this hat, that's more like a raining fisherman's hat. It would make it a little more different from the other ones. This is more like, I guess, like a sea guy, a guy who goes on like a boat. Probably a lot less popular than this one. That'd be cool if that came out at the same time as the fishing pole and stuff. No Mercy, thank you for the follow. What's up, Gio? We are working on the mill in Riverside. This is a doorway. Quasi-facing game. What if it was just a mask with my face on it? Okay, for some reason this doorway doesn't work. Oh. Gonna break everything. Or not. I'll take it. The Battle Royale games kind of has going crazy. Is anything new been announced that I didn't know about? I know there were some new ones announced. What's up, Wild Paradox? Good to see you, dude. Sorry to hear you have bugs, but I hope you get them squashed. I, on the other hand, I've never had a bug in my game. Apex Legends. Let me look that up 1 second. Everything runs the first time. Welcome back, A-Tech. I want no cinematic trailer, I want a regular ass trailer. Titanfall Battle Royale spin-off. Oh, GameSpot is live. I don't see a trailer though. Who the Battle Royale plays in Titan? Oh, it's in the Titanfall world. It's a lot brighter and cartoonier than regular Titanfall for sure. 3-man squad.
Apex Legends, a tactical, squad-based battle royale that has galvanized the Outlands.
Dome shield out.
It is the ultimate test of survival. You win, or you die.
You tried, you died.
But this spectacle is nothing without the legends. From larger-than-life characters like the famed Gibraltar, whose presence on the battlefield can always be felt, to Mirage, the fan-favorite jokester whose command of hologram...
How's he fan-favorite? There's no fans yet.
...of deception.
Oh, sorry, did I confuse you?
There's the mysterious hunter bloodhound.
Why does he talk like
quietly
Lucio?
stalks their prey.
We talk of victory and slaughter.
And the tormented wraith, who has learned
Wait, so they're
to trust
classes?
the voices in her head, a side effect of phasing between infinite dimensions.
Looking for me?
But even the most experienced legends must rely on their squad to achieve victory. Who might best complement Bangalore? A weapons expert and offensive powerhouse.
Not your day, shooter.
Is it the combat medic Lifeline, whose healing abilities and emergency supplies can tip the scales in her favor?
It's inhumane to make fun of your victims before killing
Or
them.
is she better suited with Pathfinder, the scouting specialist,
CA Tech.
armed with a grappling hook and zip line?
That was fun.
Or should she take her chances with Caustic? This sociopath relishes the final moments of his victims as they fall prey to his toxic chemicals.
It seems more like
Everything dies.
class-based shooter than a battle royale robot. Where are the robots?
Located deep in the Outlands, Kings Canyon was once a rich,
It's like a
thriving
one-on-one trailer.
territory.
See what this gameplay is.
You tell me.
I'll probably play mostly PS4.
I could play either one.
Yes, you do select the class.
All right, who should I be? Pick one.
Play Bloodhound.
If the gods will it, we win.
Did you guys ask at all? Did you guys ask them at all about Titanfall 3 or anything like that?
Yeah, they weren't gonna answer any of
No
that.
answers?
Yeah. They're working on
No
it. More
robots.
time.
Was this on Switch and not Shotgun Farmers? Well, because it's made by EA. EA can put whatever they want on Switch.
Oh, there. Apparently, a lot of news has come out that there is no Titanfall 3. Rob,
What does that mean?
Titanfall 3 is not.
You're always putting a three-person squad. This looks really
I think
interesting.
there's been at least 2 places.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it either. It feels kind of soulless to me.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Apparently, according to Eurogamer,
And it feels way too Overwatchy.
Respawn producer Drew McCoy, Drew McCoy told Eurogamer that Titanfall 3 wasn't happening.
Really curious how you like spawn in and stuff. Okay, so you're in a drop ship. Like, do you parachute and everything,
But
or do you like
I don't know if
Titanfall
that's
drop?
Like, I don't know if that's like necessarily misinterpreted or
It sounds like it. It
But
sounds
I
like-
don't know.
yeah.
That's just what I see. So, no PS Plus for Apex
Jetpack?
Legends on PS4. That is now confirmed by PR. And some of you folks already said that, and I appreciate that. So thank you.
You feel the need for
So
FPS
one
players
of
who like
the
Battlefield and Call of
games
Duty
that,
but can't
that's
pay
really
for
good
it?
that
True,
you need
true.
to have,
Yeah, I wonder if Blackout will
Rojas,
ever go
which is
free to
awesome.
play. Can you
So,
imagine
yeah,
that?
check out. Oscar Rojas, yeah. That was
I've heard that's like
the
the actual best battle royale right now
about
is
the
Call of
Titanfall
Duty's
3, but
Blackout.
That originally was sourced from Eurogamer, which I also saw that one as well.
I'm really curious to see how they do some of the
Uh,
basic
my
gameplay
first
stuff.
VR. Well, again, you don't have to play. If you were interested in battle royales at all, like I had mentioned, I would say maybe give this a go. It's free to play, and I only say that because there are some differences. But again, if you're sick of them, you definitely don't have to play. I think there's plenty of games out there, either out or coming out that will fill a need for you. That's the beauty of video games. I feel like there's games for everyone. So.
Oh, no fall damage? I don't know why they thought. I mean, I bet when they originally started developing this game, it didn't take place in the Titanfall universe. Then they added that because they were afraid nobody was going to buy it. Or not buy it, but play it. That's a pretty strange. Look at how tiny this door is. Why are the UVs messed up? Probably because of. Someone started a game of Stardew Valley. Get the soundtrack going, it's pretty amazing. What the? Sorry, actually putting these textures on. Assets, textures. Western. Inwood underscore 4. This texture, since it's just one big seamless texture, even though it won't be the final one, just helps me kind of line up the UVs. Make a Fed chute that we can slide down from this building. What's a Fed chute? Oh, a feed chute. What does that look like? A pole? Ironically, you can't slide down anything in Chocolate Farmers, but you can slide up stuff. Does the hay bale conveyor belt actually work? No, it doesn't actually move because I would have to build a moving platform system, which I don't currently have. It just stays still and you can just run up and down. It's like a slide. Can't slide down, but you can slide up. You can't slide up things, you can climb things. But there's nothing that actually forces a player to go down. Like you could stick to something and then climb it down. You can't slide down it. Unless you could press down on it, I guess. What's up, Dennis? Coming in with those 10 months. Thank you so much. Why, oh why are my UVs garbage on only one side? I don't understand. It is symmetrical. Has to be flipped on the other side, I guess. Why? I don't know why. Science, I guess. Is to release 25. I'm actually feeling really good about it. This week's all trailer. And I guess next week's gonna be all Oceanside. In between that, I'm doing a lot of like reaching out to press and stuff. What's up, King98? How's it going? What's new with Shotgun Farmers Crafty? We are making a mill for Riverside. These are the exact same height with their UVs at the exact same position, yet doesn't eat. You need programming to make a good game. Nowadays, there are a lot of really good visual scripting tools, so you don't necessarily need to be good at programming. But it's really easy to learn. Wait, what if this needs to be? That's been the problem this whole. Nothing changed. This inside wall is perfect. This outside wall is garbage. Why is it in my everything is fine? Am I crazy? There's a second UV set? Just one. Amp one. Does it cost a lot to get the game on front page of Steam? There's no known way for indies to pay to get on the front page of Steam. If there was, we would all do it and then the front page of Steam would be garbage. What's a Super Sniper Boy? How's it going? Remember the Bugs Away Extreme Bug Killer Spray? You spray your hard drive when the game has been compiled. I wish there was a bug killer spray. The building is huge. Should probably actually walk around it. So about what's your plan to get advertising out in the game? Email every YouTuber I can, email every Twitch streamer I can with copies of the game, of course. Email every known press outlet I can, and post on places like Imager, different subreddits. Although subreddits are a little bit harder because they don't allow it as much anymore. But mainly the marketing plan is to get as many influencers to make videos about the game when it comes out. And press is always harder. I don't really think they're into this kind of a game, but try to get their attention in some way. How about you name your game Drunk Beers? We can try. What's your game about? I don't want to call you Drunk Beers and not Drunk Bears. Looking forward to the new terrain tools in Unity. I haven't actually seen anything about them. Are they awesome? I have no idea what it's supposed to look like inside of a mill. This one's just full of crates. Big sprayer would be a cool weapon in shotgun farmers. We could power up to insta-grow a plant. That could be cool. There's no power-ups you can actually use though, so I'd have to like go in a slot or something. Increase the number of slots in the game and then increase the scope! I probably want to put a wooden floor down here. You can't grow plants inside of this thing. So with the feed bags, oh, we could do that, yeah. The feed bags are used in Countryside. Actually work? No, because then the floor is exposed. This floor is actually, if it is in the wrong place. Should be on the bottom, not the top. Some bags of feed next to this toxic barrel. One of the awesome props that Dennis made. Turn this one around so that crease isn't on the same side as the other two. What is the most difficult thing about managing such a big project like this? Right now, one of the most difficult things for me has been the compile time. Unity just takes so long to compile any changes to the code. I've tried moving stuff into plugins folder and standard assets and all the things that they recommend doing, and it just takes so freaking long because every time you change one line of code, it recompiled all the known code in the game outside of any DLLs. So that has actually been the biggest. Oh god, that has actually been the biggest struggle for me. It's been driving me kind of crazy. That doesn't work. Then... .36 point. Takes about a minute to recompile. Damn. Every second I have to wait for a recompile, I want to just like rip all of my hair out because it just feels like I'm wasting my own lifespan. We're only on this planet for so long before we die, and I'm spending that time just waiting for code to recompile? No way. I refuse. Oh, Super Bowl last night? I did. It was terrible. It was a super boring game. Nothing interesting happened, and then the team that everyone assumed was going to win won again. There has to be a second floor too. Unless it should just be this super tall. That's makes sense. And again, this is not the final texture for the mill. This is just placeholder texture from countryside, from west side. You give it a pretty tall ceiling, so it feels. All right, let's actually get in here. Larger tool is not recompiled in the editor every time. Then when you hit play. Even then though, like when I hit play right now, it takes so long for the game to like load up all the textures and assets I need to run it. I'm gonna try to be way more conscious of how to keep that low in my next project. Because they didn't use SpongeBob. I know right after the Super Bowl, I was at my friend's house, a bunch of people were watching the game. We watched the SpongeBob Sweet Victory video. I think in really huge projects, if your code is written well enough, you can compile stuff down to DLLs so that they don't have to recompile. This ladder's backwards. You can compile a lot of your code down to DLL so you don't have to recompile every time. But my code has a lot of dependencies in it, so it requires lots of other classes to know about each other. Is the door too small? I'm getting stuck in it. Oh, it's way too small. The other way to test stuff is to just dance. Why can't I preserve your beat? The game recently threw in some new image secret effects and everything was checking for a bit until we reconfigured our sprite sheets. Oh, interesting. We're using an engine, Wild Paradox? Use Unity? Okay. Let you program your bots to play the game. I found some bots are better than others, or some just stand there. I played one game where 2 of my teammates' bots just stood there. The only times they stand there is when their logic, I think, gets stuck. They get stuck between decisions or they can't find what they're looking for. Welcome back, Foxy. So the bots are actually all the same, it's just that they make different choices based on like dice rolls a lot of the times. I think what happens sometimes is that they either stop receiving messages from the server or they get stuck trying to find something or they can't find a way to get to a location, and so that's when they start standing still. It's something I keep trying to improve on, but AI is really, really hard for me. Is there a training app for bots? It'd be really cool, except I would have to write it, and I don't know how I would write it, so. I could put window. Oh, I never figured out the corners here. That's up to the walls? Yeah, for sure. Right now we're just worried about the walls actually working. Not too much about what's inside. I want you for the Chocolate Farmers poster, but I have to make it first. This is wall end. Makes sense, the roofs have end pieces, the walls need to have end pieces too. What's great about building these wall pieces is in future maps, it'll be a lot easier to build out those structures using these same prefabs. Including Oceanside and any future maps. And of course, for some reason, RUVs don't like. What? How's that happening? Riverside is not done. No, Riverside is just not the main thing I want to work on right now. Got a ton more work for it, but it doesn't have to come out until the end of March. Whereas this I wanted to release this week. I'm behind. Look, it lines up perfectly in my app. What the hell? Pivots in the exact same place. Isn't it? Painful, but once you do it once, everything will be fine, right? Right? Look, these line up perfectly. I'm not crazy. Current music is soundtrack for... Oh, it's just random video game music. I don't know, man. I just don't know anymore. How could this possibly not be working? I have the most wanted poster to West Side with a top player anytime soon. Not anytime soon, no. I do think it's a great idea. Interestingly, this has it on the other side. How did it end up on this side? Now it's snapping. The UVs aren't working, but that's at least something I think we can work out. In Maya, something. Shouldn't be detrimental to these prefabs, I don't think. It does work on one side, so I know that if I flip these on X. Nope. Oh. Let's flip. Oop. Randomly flip everything until all the seams match. Yellow circles are cover points, so they're points that the bots use to find cover. Will the poster keep track of the top 100 players in the game? The best I could do is so that the poster updates once per game by checking the leaderboards. You ever make a big city map with high rises? Whoa, I've never thought about that. Farmer in the big city? I've always thought of more like rural ideas, but never like a big city thing. Let's make some quick windows. The building looks really plain without windows all around it. You get a high queue hours in the game so you get lucky and it'll increase quickly. Yeah, right now what I did is I made it so that you don't even you can't get into the kill death leaderboard until you're level 5. But maybe that's still too low. Add my glasses in the back? That's a good idea. I don't think I have any regular glasses models. Let's see, we could put like sunglasses. And maybe put like a red shade on them. This will be like a dark glass kind of thing. One shave plus equals 10 years younger. What's up, Sunshine? Do we have any glasses? Got sunglasses. We can make this little Easter egg that's like, only those who are watching the stream know that behind these buckets of paint is the most epic pair of glasses. You'll find them nice. So we can put this window in. The next map should be a country fair map, complete with a Ferris wheel. Yeah, Market Side. Market Side has always been a map I wanted to make. A Ferris wheel that goes around and around. That would be awesome. A stage for the taunt band. I love it. There's fruit stands, shooting gallery, a couple of long barns, all sorts of country stuff. Dude, that would be so cool. I like that idea a lot. Maybe we can do that as one of our post-launch maps. Farmer's flag to the big house and stuff? What's a shotgun farmer's flag? This window is kind of huge. Go 70%. Maybe 80 would have been better. Well, 5 is not enough. Have 8 to 10 hours on so maybe set a new requirement based on that statistic. That's a good idea. Yeah, we could look at the top levels. I think like 20 might be more. Might be better. I wonder if it's like a stat. I actually don't know how it's submitted. Kill, death, something kind of ratio? I don't even know what I call those values. I do submit to the leaderboard at some point. Final leaderboard. Roller, here we go, KDLB. Let's play const int min level to submit KD. At 20 for now, just so that I actually do make sure this changes. It's kind of funny because this window is going to be here, then not on the other side, so we're going to put it there. A minigame section has things like tractor pulls, milking contest, eating contest. That would be awesome, but I would probably die trying to make that. It's frozen. It's frozen. this side too. Looking at looking at their example photo, it didn't really have that many windows, and I think that's part of what makes it very milly. Not look too much like a house. Try to follow in that example. That looks like a little baby church. Can't even fix simple bugs, like what? Most of the bugs that have been reported in Discord lately have all been fixed. Make sure there's a way to the top of the mill, and let's test it out. Yeah, a lot of bugs have been fixed. It just takes a lot of time to get them into the game. Speaking of bug sloth, I'm gonna try to make a build sometime tonight of what was supposed to be the new lunar update patch. And we can hopefully get it approved. I tried to fix a lot of stuff that you found recently as well. In theory. In theory, Mr. Occlusion. Oh, look at how high you can be on Riverside now. This changes everything. The Riverside silo. I bet the frame rate gets really bad up here because of the water. Whoa! How the hell did I get here? Yeah, we'll do sloth. Any weather vanes on any of the buildings? Yeah, they're on the barns. Actually, there's one in this map too. I'll show you. There should be one on top of that barn. There it is. Just thinking back now, shooting a weather vane should make it go. It is not static already. Is there a mailbox in this seat? I'm gonna get rid of it. Mailbox. So mailbox has this script. It makes it jiggle. And it's called the punch rotation prop. If I put on the weather vane. See if that works. Easter egg for a sniper shutting the weather vane. That'd be cool. So ideally the weather vane should spin. I actually didn't. Should have changed the shake. I think I could put axis on the shake. So add hit force, punch rotation force. Interesting. I think it says go side to side. We'll do this in a test match. Yeah, ideally you want it to spin, right? So punch rotation prop, let's see what it does. On hit, it does transfer that do punch rotation, direction not normalized, punch rotation force, force scale. So we're gonna do public vector 3 rotation axis equals vector 3.1. So you can move on every axis like the mailbox does. And this will be direction not normalized times rotation axis. Vector 3. Oh, you can't multiply vector 3 by vector 3? Could limit the Y. Only Y rotation. And here, vector 3 rot equals this. And if it's only Y rotation, so we do have that here. We'll have to do rot dot z equals 0 and rot dot x equals 0. That should only make it rotate on the. Oh, I didn't check. That should only make it rotate on the y-axis. Now we just gotta wait 30 minutes for that to compile. So what do I need to do? I need to... So I have to fix the countryside terrain. It's broken, so it's still covered in snow. I need to paint the Riverside Mill. Add Riverside Mill decal. So I want the side of the building to say Riverside Mill on it. Taunt stuff is working. Costumes are working. We fixed the shovel hand placement. Still can't really figure out how to make spectators follow the animals. And then cheese hat and gas mat. Really excited that we actually made the mill though. Like that was huge. It didn't seem like it. It seemed really dumb and whatever, but like that mill has been on the to-do list for 2 years. Ooh, a purple cow in the water tower. That's a good Easter egg. Uh-oh. Doesn't really do what I would have imagined, but this is a waste of time. Let's worry about this another time. Actually, wait. This. There we go. Yeah, so it's not really punch rotation. It's gonna have to be a whole thing. It actually requires like adding torque to it. It's not gonna be super easy. Let's pretend like that never happened. Yeah, I'll check out Discord after the stream. For now, though, it is time for me to get going. Thank you guys so very much for hanging out today. We got the Riverside mill done, which is something that needs to get done for a very, very, very long time. So it's going to make Riverside look a lot more unique and cooler. That was something I really wanted to do. Thank you for everybody who subscribed today. A crazy amount of subs and resubs. It was phenomenal. For the donations and the bits, that was awesome too. Thank you so much for the support. If you enjoyed the show so far, make sure you hit that follow button. And if you really, really like the show and you want to support the stream and make sure that I don't die, subscribing is the best way to support the channel. If you have a friend who's on the fence about getting Shotgun Farmers, it is on sale for the next 5 days or whatever until the 11th. It's on sale on Steam for like 40% off for the Lunar New Year sale. So tell your friends, let them know if they want to play Shotgun Farmers. Now is the time to do it. I'm gonna go eat some food and then get back to work on some of this mill stuff. We've got 25 days to finish the game. There's a lot of work to do. I'll be back on Wednesday for the next stream. For now though, let's go find someone to show some support in the Twitch world. See who's doing some streaming and some stramming. And don't forget, if you haven't already, follow the YouTube channel as well, where I try to post vlogs and stream highlights and other cool stuff. Bitola, how's it going? You can do it, thanks. I'm trying, Jacobus. I'm trying. Let's go see who's streaming and we'll go show them some support. Actually, let's go show some love to Indie Game Business. They do like a podcast stream where they bring on guests and... Oh, it's a rerun, never mind. I take it back. I take it back. They're alive. I was fooled. Kev Undead, thank you for the follow. Oh, let's go show some love to 2D Heroes. Making a game from scratch in 100 days. Or in 30 days. Jeez. Alright, we're gonna raid our good friend 2D Heroes. So grab that raid message, spam it in his chat, and I will see you guys on Wednesday for the next stream. Whatever you do, please don't die before then. Goodbye!
Area, everything becomes a little less vibrant.